Many owners laugh when their dog licks their feet, chases their tail, or scoots across the floor. But as a dog behavior expert, I can assure you, these aren't just quirky habits. They can actually be hidden cries for help. In this video, I'll uncover the shocking truths behind your dog's strangest behaviors. And trust me, number 5 will leave you speechless. Let's start with the tail-chasing mystery. Ever caught your dog spinning like a tornado chasing its own tail and wondered if they've lost their mind? Here's the shocking truth. Your dog might be sending you a hidden message. While puppies chase tails discovering their bodies, adult dogs do it for darker reasons. Boredom is the #1 culprit. Yes, your dog might be literally going crazy from lack of stimulation. But wait, it gets serious. Excessive tail chasing could signal anxiety, OCD, or even painful medical conditions like infected anal glands or spinal issues. The scary part? Dogs can injure themselves badly during obsessive chasing, breaking skin, or damaging their tails. Quick test. Does your dog stop when distracted? Good sign? Can't stop them? Vet visit needed immediately before permanent damage occurs. Now here's something even weirder. Why does your dog lick your face like they're tasting a gourmet meal every morning? What hidden message are they trying to decode? Let's reveal. Why dogs do face licking? Why does your dog insist on giving you slobbery morning kisses when you're least expecting it? Brace yourself. They're actually tasting your emotions. Dogs can detect hormonal changes through your skin, literally reading your mood like a biological scanner. But here's what's wild. This isn't about love. It's about survival instinct. Puppies lick mothers' faces, triggering food regurgitation, and your dog sees you as their food provider. They're checking if you've eaten something interesting, mapping your daily activities through taste. Fun fact, your face contains salt from sweat that dogs find irresistible. The more stressed you are, the more they lick. Some dogs even detect illness through facial licking. Cancer patients report increased face licking before diagnosis. Mind-blowing, right? But wait, here's something that'll really confuse you. Why does your dog do that bizarre kicking dance after pooping? Are they trying to erase evidence or something else entirely? The kicking after pooping behavior. Think your dog's trying to cover their poop like cats? Wrong! They're actually sending emails to other dogs. Those powerful kicks release invisible pheromone bombs from glands in their paws. It's like signing their name with a megaphone. Here's the fascinating part. The direction and intensity of kicks contains coded messages about their age, health, and dominant status. Alpha dogs kick harder and longer, while submissive dogs barely scratch. Scientists discovered dogs can identify individual dogs just from these scent markers weeks later. The ground scratches themselves create visual markers lasting months. Your dog is literally writing "I was here" in chemical language that humans can't detect, but every passing dog will read like breaking news. Now here's what really gets me. Why would a meat-loving carnivore suddenly start munching on grass like a vegetarian hipster? What ancient survival trick are they hiding? Why dogs? Eating grass is shocking. Is your dog secretly a vegetarian? Why do carnivores munch on your lawn like it's salad bar? Prepare to be shocked. Dogs eat grass to self-medicate. When feeling nauseous, specific grass types trigger vomiting, acting like natural Pepto-Bismol. But here's what veterinarians discovered. Only 25% of grass-eating dogs actually vomit, meaning most aren't sick at all. The real reason? Your dog might have inherited this from wolves who eat grass to purge intestinal parasites. Modern dogs don't have worms, but the instinct remains. Some dogs are just addicted to the texture. Young, tender grass releases sweet sap dogs find irresistible. Warning sign: if your dog frantically eats grass daily, they might have inflammatory bowel disease or stomach tumors. But here's something that'll absolutely melt your heart. Why does your dog choose your stinky, sweaty clothes over their expensive bed? What emotional need are they desperately trying to fill? The sleeping on your clothes secret. Caught your dog snuggling your dirty laundry again? This behavior will melt your heart. Your worn clothes carry 50,000 scent molecules per square inch. To your dog, it's like holding your photograph. But better, when you leave, your dog experiences separation anxiety similar to human panic attacks. Your scent literally lowers their cortisol levels, acting like a natural anti-anxiety medication. Studies show dogs sleeping on owners' clothes have 23% lower stress hormones. But here's the twist. They're also guarding your scent from other animals, marking you as taken in the dog world. The dirtier the clothes, the stronger your scent, the calmer your dog feels. It's their way of keeping you close when you're miles away. Now here's something that'll drive you crazy. Why does your perfectly house-trained dog turn your beautiful backyard into a construction site? What primal urge are they satisfying? Does your dog turn your backyard into a minefield? You won't believe the ancient reason. Dogs dig because their DNA still thinks they're wild wolves. In summer, holes provide cool dens. Just 3 inches down, soil temperature drops 10 degrees. In winter, these pits trap body heat for warmth. But modern dogs dig for psychological reasons too. Anxiety triggers digging as a coping mechanism. It releases endorphins similar to human stress eating. Some breeds, like terriers, have unstoppable digging instincts bred for hunting underground prey. Hidden fact: female dogs dig more when pregnant, preparing nursery dens even in homes. If your dog digs near fences, they might hear underground pests you can't detect. One dog in California dug up a water pipe leak, saving thousands in damage. But wait until you see this. Why does your dog do that adorable stretch every single time you walk through the door? What secret message are they sending you? The stretching when you arrive. Think that stretch means your dog just woke up? Think again. It's actually dog language for I love you. This isn't a regular stretch. It's called a greeting bow, and it's reserved only for their favorite humans. Dogs never do this stretch when alone. Security cameras prove it. The stretch releases tension from excitement muscles, preventing injury when they jump around greeting you. But here's the amazing part. This specific stretch releases oxytocin, the love hormone, in both you and your dog. It's their way of saying, I've been waiting for you and now I'm ready to play. Dogs who don't stretch when owners arrive often have trust issues or past trauma. The deeper the stretch, the stronger their bond with you. Now here's something that'll blow your mind. Why does your dog proudly bring you dead mice, dirty socks, and random garbage? What do they think you are exactly? Why dogs bringing you gifts is mind-blowing. Why does your dog proudly present dead animals, dirty socks, or random objects? The answer will amaze you. Your dog thinks you're a terrible hunter who needs help surviving. This instinct comes from wolves who bring food to pack members. Your dog is literally trying to feed you because they think you're incompetent at hunting. But modern dogs bring toys or household items instead. Here's what's beautiful. They're sharing their most prized possessions with you. In dog psychology, this is the ultimate trust gesture. They're saying, "What's mine is yours, pack leader." Some dogs bring specific items when sensing your emotions. Happy toys when you're sad, calm toys when you're stressed. They're actually trying to medicate your mood with their treasures. But here's something absolutely fascinating. Why does your dog tilt their head like they're solving a complex math problem? What calculations are actually happening in their brain? Let's reveal. The head tilting physics. That adorable head tilt isn't just cute. Your dog is doing complex physics calculations. Dogs tilt heads to triangulate sound location using ear position differences. But here's the mind-blowing part. They're also reading your facial micro-expressions. The tilt helps them see around their snout to read your mouth and eyes better. Dogs with longer snouts tilt more than flat-faced breeds. Research shows dogs tilt more when hearing emotional words versus neutral words. They're literally trying to understand your feelings. The direction of tilt indicates which ear is dominant. Right tilts process positive emotions, left tilts process negative ones. Some dogs fake head tilts because they learned it triggers treats and attention from humans. Manipulative geniuses! Now get ready for pure chaos. Why does your calm, well-behaved dog suddenly transform into a speed demon racing around like they're possessed? What triggers this insane energy explosion? The crazy zoomies. Does your dog suddenly go insane, racing around like they're possessed? Welcome to the zoomies phenomenon. Scientifically called frenetic random activity periods, these energy explosions aren't random at all. Your dog's body builds up excess energy like a pressure cooker. Zoomies are the safety valve release. Triggers include post-bath relief, pre-bedtime energy dump, post-poop celebration, or pure joys overload. During zoomies, dogs reach speeds up to 30 mph in your living room. But here's the concern. Zoomies on slippery floors cause thousands of dog injuries yearly. Puppies zoom more than adults. It's practice for hunting and escaping predators. The tucked butt run position improves aerodynamics and speed. Most zoomies last 1 to 5 minutes, burning energy equivalent to a 30-minute walk. Now here's something that might worry you. Why does your dog yawn when they're clearly not tired? What hidden stress signal are you missing? Why dogs yawning isn't what you think. Think your dog's tired? Surprise! They're actually stressed. Dogs yawn 5 times more when anxious than sleepy. It's their way of calming themselves and others around them. Yawning increases oxygen to the brain, helping them think clearly in tense situations. But get this, yawns are contagious between dogs and humans who share strong bonds. Your dog catching your yawn proves they're emotionally synchronized with you. Dogs yawn to avoid conflicts. It's saying, "I'm not a threat" in dog language. Excessive yawning during training means your dog's overwhelmed and needs a break. Temperature regulation theory. Dogs yawn to cool their brains when overheating. Watch the context. Morning yawns mean tired. Afternoon yawns mean stressed. Evening yawns signal bedtime routine. But here's an ancient ritual that'll amaze you. Why does your dog spin exactly 3 times before lying down? What 15,000-year-old instinct are they still following? The spinning before lying down, ancient ritual. Why does your dog spin exactly 3 times before bed, like they're performing an ancient ritual? This 15,000-year-old instinct will blow your mind. Wild wolves spin to crush grass, creating invisible nests that provide 360-degree predator visibility. But here's what's crazy. Your pampered pooch still checks for snakes and insects that don't exist in your living room. The spinning creates a magnetic compass reading, helping them position their bodies along Earth's electromagnetic field for deeper sleep. Dogs who don't spin often have joint pain or neurological issues. Temperature control secret. The spinning helps them find the exact spot where floor temperature is perfect. Senior dogs spin less due to arthritis, while anxious dogs might spin 10+ times. Fun fact, dogs always spin clockwise in northern hemisphere, counterclockwise in southern hemisphere. Scientists still can't explain why. Now here's something absolutely disgusting. Why does your dog drag their butt across your carpet like a furry Zamboni? What emergency are they trying to tell you about? Let's decode the scooting emergency signal. Is your dog dragging their butt across your carpet like a furry Zamboni? This embarrassing behavior signals a medical emergency 90% of the time. Those anal glands are about to explode, literally. Dogs have 2 grape-sized sacs that should empty during pooping, but modern soft food prevents natural expression. When full, it feels like sitting on painful marbles. But scooting isn't always glands. Parasitic worms create unbearable itching that drives dogs crazy. Allergic reactions to food cause inflammation, making them desperate for relief. Razor burn from grooming, tumors, or rectal prolapse also trigger scooting. Here's the gross truth. That carpet dragging spreads bacteria, causing serious infections. Some dogs scoot on grass seeking natural anti-inflammatory compounds. If scooting happens twice weekly, you're looking at potential surgical intervention. Act fast before permanent damage. But here's something really weird. Why does your dog obsessively lick other dogs' ears like they're gourmet treats? What medical secrets are they discovering? Why dogs licking other dogs' ears? Ever wondered why your dog obsessively licks other dogs' ears like they're gourmet lollipops? They're actually performing medical examinations. Dogs can detect ear infections days before visible symptoms through taste receptors that identify bacterial changes. This behavior establishes pack hierarchy. Submissive dogs lick dominant dogs' ears as respect gesture. But here's the wild part. Earwax contains pheromones revealing age, health, reproductive status, and emotional state. It's like reading another dog's medical chart and diary simultaneously. Mother dogs lick puppies' ears to stimulate nerve development, improving their hearing ability. Excessive mutual ear licking creates moisture, leading to infections, a vicious cycle. Some dogs become literally addicted to earwax taste due to protein and fatty acid content. Veterinarians report ear-licking dogs correctly identified tumors in other dogs' ears. Now here's something that'll make you feel loved. Why does your dog constantly lean against you like they're trying to push you over? What deep emotional need are they expressing? The leaning against you can feel like your dog's trying to push you over by leaning? This behavior reveals something profound about your relationship. Dogs lean on humans they consider family, transferring their body weight as ultimate trust gesture. It's requesting emotional support, like a human hug but in dog language. Insecure dogs lean more frequently, seeking reassurance that you won't abandon them. But dominant dogs also lean to claim ownership, telling other dogs, "This human is mine." The pressure activates parasympathetic nervous system, lowering both your heart rates simultaneously. Fearful dogs lean during thunderstorms because your electromagnetic field provides comfort. Large breeds lean more due to height advantage, creating better physical connection. Studies show leaning dogs have 40% stronger attachment bonds than non-leaners. If your dog stops leaning suddenly, they might be experiencing pain or illness. But here's their secret communication method. Why does your dog paw at you like they're typing Morse code? What messages are they desperately trying to send? Let's reveal why dogs pawing at you is communication. Why does your dog repeatedly paw at you like they're trying to type a message? They literally are communicating in Morse code. Gentle pawing means, "Please notice me," while forceful pawing demands immediate attention. Dogs learn pawing triggers human response faster than barking. They've trained you. But pawing reveals emotional states. Slow pawing indicates sadness. Rapid pawing shows excitement. Single paw means question. Left paw versus right paw matters. Left-pawed dogs are more anxious. Right-pawed, more confident. Pawing releases oxytocin through paw pad pressure points, creating bonding moments. Dogs paw faces to wake owners during medical emergencies. Documented cases of dogs detecting strokes. Excessive pawing might indicate pain in that specific paw. Wild wolves never paw. This behavior evolved specifically for human manipulation. Your dog's basically hitting your emotional buttons. Now, here's something that might creep you out. Why does your dog follow you to the bathroom like a furry bodyguard? What vulnerability are they protecting you from? The following you to bathroom. Can't even pee without your furry stalker following? Your dog thinks you're vulnerable and need protection. In wild packs, wolves guard each other during elimination. It's maximum vulnerability moment. Your bathroom visits trigger ancient protection instincts. But there's more. Dogs experience severe FOMO, fear of missing out, when doors close. Separation creates cortisol spike even for 2 minutes. They're also monitoring your health through bathroom sounds and smells. Gross, but true. Dogs can detect UTIs, diabetes, and kidney problems through urine scent. Some dogs learned bathrooms mean water play and bath time excitement. Pack mentality dictates we do everything together, including bathroom breaks. Clingy bathroom followers often have separation anxiety requiring behavioral intervention. Fun fact, multi-dog households take turns on bathroom guard duty. But here's something fascinating. Why does your dog sleep in such weird positions? What do these sleeping poses reveal about their deepest feelings and fears? Why dogs' sleeping positions reveal everything. Does your dog sleep like a pretzel, Superman, or donut? Each position reveals their deepest feelings. Side sleeping exposes vital organs. Only completely secure dogs sleep this way. The Superman position, flat on belly, legs spread, means ready for instant action, common in puppies. Donut position, curled tight, nose to tail, conserves body heat and protects organs. Indicates feeling cold or unsafe. Back sleeping with legs in air, ultimate vulnerability showing absolute trust and comfort. The position regulates temperature through exposed belly. Dogs against walls feel protected from behind. Multiple dogs sleeping touching synchronize heartbeats and breathing. Position changes indicate dreams. Yes, dogs dream about you. Sudden position changes might signal joint pain or digestive issues. Senior dogs prefer supportive positions, reducing pressure points. Now here's something that might genuinely scare you. Why does your dog stare at blank walls like they're watching invisible TV? What terrifying things might they be detecting? The staring at walls. Mystery revealed. Is your dog staring at blank walls like they're watching invisible TV? This creepy behavior might mean they're detecting something sinister. Dogs hear termites moving inside walls, mice in crawl spaces, and electrical currents humans can't perceive. Their 300 million scent receptors smell mold, gas leaks, or dead animals trapped in walls. But here's the terrifying part. Compulsive staring indicates canine cognitive dysfunction, dog dementia, affecting 68% of senior dogs. Some dogs experience focal seizures causing wall-staring trances. Paranormal theory? Dogs see ultraviolet spectrum and magnetic fields. They might perceive things we physically cannot. Wall staring with head-pressing signals, brain tumors, liver disease, or toxic poisoning. Immediate emergency. If your dog barks at specific wall spots, call pest control. Persistent staring at corners could mean your house has structural issues producing infrasound. But here's something that breaks your heart. Why does your brave protector suddenly become a scared little baby hiding under the bed? What primal fears are they escaping from? Why dogs hiding under bed is heartbreaking. Why does your brave protector suddenly become a bed monster? Dogs hide under beds because it's their panic room. This cave-like space triggers denning instincts from wolf ancestors who birthed pups in underground dens. Thunder, fireworks, or vacuum cleaners send them seeking shelter where sound waves are muffled. But chronic hiding signals serious anxiety disorders affecting 40% of modern dogs. Underbed temperature stays 5 to 7 degrees cooler, providing relief from overheating. Dogs hide illness instinctively. Wild animals showing weakness become prey. New furniture, visitors, or schedule changes trigger hiding episodes. Some dogs create treasure caves, storing stolen items under beds. The enclosed space reduces cortisol production, calming their nervous system. Pregnant dogs hide preparing for nesting. If hiding increases suddenly, check for pain, illness, or trauma. Claustrophobic breeds never hide, while den-loving breeds practically live under beds. Now here's an addiction that's destroying dogs mentally. Why do they lick their paws until they're raw and bleeding? What painful truth are they trying to escape? The licking paws, obsessively addiction. Can't stop your dog from licking paws raw? This addiction hides painful truths. Allergies cause 80% of paw licking. Food proteins, grass, cleaning chemicals create unbearable itching. Dogs literally lick holes trying to reach the itch. Yeast infections between toes smell like corn chips and drive dogs crazy. But psychological licking mimics human OCD. Boredom and anxiety create licking addiction, releasing endorphins. Hidden injuries like thorns, cuts, or broken nails trigger focused licking. Arthritis pain in joints causes upstream licking on paws. Salt and ice melt chemicals burn paw pads, causing desperate licking. Some dogs develop acral lick granulomas, wounds that never heal from constant licking. Bacterial infections spread from excessive moisture. Hormonal imbalances and hypothyroidism cause paw licking. Red staining between toes indicates chronic inflammation. Solution requires identifying root cause, not just stopping behavior. But here's a behavior that can literally destroy their mind. Why do dogs become obsessed with chasing shadows like they're hunting ghosts? What mental trap are they falling into? Why dog shadow chasing is dangerous? Is your dog obsessed with hunting shadows like they're real prey? This compulsion can destroy their mental health. Light chasing addiction hijacks hunting instincts, creating neurological loops similar to human OCD. Laser pointers cause permanent psychological damage. Dogs never achieve catch satisfaction. High drive breeds like border collies develop shadow obsessions requiring medication. The behavior releases dopamine, creating addiction cycles impossible to break naturally. Dogs chase reflections from phones, watches, even water bowls. Some become paralyzed by shadows, unable to walk through them. Veterinary behaviorists treat severe cases with anti-anxiety medication. Shadow chasing correlates with tail chasing and other repetitive behaviors. Dogs lose interest in food, play, and affection when shadows appear. The fixation causes physical exhaustion and mental deterioration. Early intervention, critical. Once hardwired, behavior becomes permanent. Never encourage shadow play thinking it's harmless entertainment. Now here's something that might gross you out. Why does your dog obsessively lick your feet like they're some kind of delicacy? What hidden craving are they satisfying? Why dogs licking owners' feet is addictive? Why does your dog treat your feet like their personal salt lick? Here's the shocking truth. Your feet are basically a gourmet buffet to them. Human feet contain concentrated salt from sweat that dogs find absolutely irresistible, especially after workouts or long days. But there's something deeper happening. This is pure submission behavior. In wolf packs, lower-ranking members lick the feet and legs of alphas as respect gesture. Your dog is literally worshiping you. The rough texture of your skin also satisfies their grooming instincts inherited from wild ancestors. Some dogs become addicted to the salty taste and will follow you around, waiting for foot-licking opportunities. Warning: excessive foot licking might indicate sodium deficiency in your dog's diet. Fun fact: dogs can taste stress hormones through your feet. The more anxious you are, the more they lick. Let's decode the tongue flicking warning. Notice your dog's tongue darting in and out like a snake? This subtle signal reveals hidden stress. Tongue flicks are calming signals dogs use, communicating discomfort to other dogs and humans. Rapid flicking indicates rising anxiety levels approaching bite threshold. Dogs tongue flick during uncomfortable grooming, vet examinations, or forced interactions. It's saying, "I'm tolerating this but barely." Medical causes include nausea, dental pain, or something stuck in teeth. Neurological disorders cause involuntary tongue movements. Dehydration creates persistent tongue flicking, seeking moisture. Some dogs tongue flick tasting air molecules for information, called vomeronasal sampling. Medication side effects cause excessive tongue movements. Breed-specific, Brachycephalic dogs tongue flick due to breathing difficulties. The behavior precedes aggression. Wise owners recognize warning. Excessive flicking might indicate oral tumors or kidney disease. Context crucial. Happy tongue flicks look different than stressed ones. Finally, here's something that could save your dog's life. Why do they suddenly freeze like a statue in the middle of walking? What ancient survival mechanism are you witnessing? The freezing in place. Survival mechanism. Does your dog suddenly freeze mid-walk like someone hit pause? This ancient survival mechanism could save their life. Freezing allows assessment of potential threats before fight or flight decision. Dogs freeze detecting predators, strange dogs, or unusual objects. But behavioral freezing indicates extreme fear or learned helplessness from past trauma. Medical freezing suggests seizure activity or vestibular disease affecting balance. Some dogs freeze during thunderstorms due to barometric pressure sensitivity. Prey drive causes pointing breeds to freeze spotting birds. Social freezing happens meeting aggressive dogs. Movement might trigger attack. Cognitive dysfunction in senior dogs causes random freezing episodes. Pain-induced freezing occurs with back injuries or hip dysplasia. Duration matters. Brief freezing normal, extended freezing concerning. Resource guarding dogs freeze before attacking. Freezing during play signals overstimulation needing break. Never force frozen dogs to move. Address underlying fear. If this video helped you understand your dog a little better, imagine how much more you'll learn in the next one. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell, because your dog deserves an owner who truly understands them.